Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 7 of Sons of City. My name is Blake Henderson, aka One City Centre. Joining me today is the Godfather Costa, the concierge Jack, the underboss Chris, soldier Daniel, and the legend himself Tim Shades. First off, how you boys going?
Pretty good.
Really good.
Really good. That's good to hear. On today's show, we're going to be talking some City news, also to the lead up to the game against Adelaide United. Looking forward to that one and our predictions. So let's get into it. Does anyone have any breaking news for Melbourne City related?
Not really today. The only thing that I'm concerned about is Jamo when he's going to be back. No one's told us anything about it, and there's no media, nothing. And like I said in previous episodes, it'll be sad if we do get a chance, if we do win the championship, which I believe we can and we should. It'll be unfair for someone like Jamo, which I believe is our best captain, not to be able to lift up that dunny ball.
With that, I believe his partner is due any day now, so hopefully they are well and he can get back up to the hub and do his 14 days and get going on with that. I don't believe there's any. The only thing is, again, team news, Scott Jefferson out, of course. We don't know who's going to come in and replace him. Opposition news, I haven't really seen anything on Adelaide United.
I've been searching the net, same again, mate. Nothing there.
Yeah.
Just having a quick look now on my apps.
The only thing is Adelaide are in a great form coming into this game, so it's going to be a tough game, I reckon.
They drew one. Sorry, Blake. They drew 1-1, didn't they, with Sydney?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So, ladder news at the moment, I believe we're still sitting second place with Wellington playing tomorrow night, I believe, or Thursday.
We've got a game in hand on Wellington at the moment, though, haven't we?
Yes.
I think we do. Yeah, so,
Brisbane playing Sydney tomorrow.
okay, so they're playing Thursday night. As we welcome Joshy Boy into the show as well, who's currently hiding there. Hi, Joshy. I don't have any injury news on the City or United. I believe all at Bella Health.
And I think we do get back this week, Roston Griffin.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
we
got
get
Roston back in the squad, which is a good thing.
After quarantine.
Yeah. And another bit of news, it's sort of City related, is our old goalkeeper, Dean Bazanis, got picked up by Sutton United.
He's going to be competing with the goalkeeper.
He's been prized. So
that's another bit of news.
In all honesty, good luck to him. He's chosen to go over there to be with Steph. So I wish him all the best. And he's top. Yeah, still waiting on that top, Dino. But we'll now go into our potential Melbourne City lineup. Again, Tom Glover in goal. Anyone got it changed with that?
No.
No. Okay. Right back, Nathaniel Atkinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that, yeah.
Two centre backs because they played well on the weekend. Richard Winby and Curtis Good.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
And either Harrison Delbridge or Scott Galloway on the left.
Galloway.
Galloway.
No, Delbridge. Keep away from the fullback spot.
I was going to say I would have nearly gone with the same back four.
Yeah, but you got to replace Jamo.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I would have taken Jamo out and brought Galloway in. But anyway.
So with that, if he sticks with the same back four, it doesn't bring Galloway in. Does he play Harrison at left back and plays Atkinson at right?
But Galloway can play both sides.
Yeah.
So that's why I think he'll be in place of Jamo.
Yeah.
and maybe Delbridge will be right back where he was.
To be honest, I would not touch Atkinson from his last game's position because the kid just probably the best game I've seen him play. It'll be almost
He was winger, wasn't he?
yeah, and it'll be almost a bad move by the club if you move him after you had such a ripper game. One was phenomenal.
So we'll go. Sorry, Tim.
Oh, so I was going to say, but just on Atkinson for a sec, guys. Sorry. Do you think though he's better coming off the pine in the second half with that run, just to give us that extra zip in the second half?
No, not really, because I think that if you start your best and it's that first 15, 20 minutes, as Josh, you would say when you're playing, and Jack that's played soccer before, that first 15, 20 minutes, you're pressing hard to score that first goal. Yeah. And that's normally that normally in good teams, it normally breaks the defense and breaks their back, you know what I mean? And then you got that other 15 minutes to score your second goal. So I think that first half an hour of football very important, especially against Adelaide after knocking off Glory 5-3 in the last game.
So with that Costa, but you've got the potential of Lachie Wales, who had the game of his life last week on that win, who Atkinson did replace. So who would you replace, either Noon or Wales?
And Noon played very well too, so it makes it bloody hard.
You don't change a winning formula, just leave them.
Yeah, I'll back Josh on this. I don't think there's any need to really touch the lineup except for replacing Jamo and putting Galloway in.
Yeah, that's it.
You know,
100%,
to be honest, I mean,
that's my opinion.
Yeah, it's a winning
Jack.
formula. You know, when I guess when you got players like Atkinson that can come off the bench, right? For us, that's a bonus. That's an absolute bonus.
Sorry.
I agree with that. Just Brendan Galloway, leave the starting lineup as it is, and go from there.
Totally agree. Like you said, Jackie, it's a winning formula, and it wasn't just like a win that we scraped in. It was a very good win.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
It was probably one of City's best performances of the season. And,
it was a dominant win.
Yeah, and to knock off the champions too, which is pretty good. So yeah, I'm happy with that.
So I believe Adelaide will go unchanged. I don't think they'll be bringing anyone in for their starting lineup. I actually haven't been paying attention to that. So I reckon they will stay the same in this game against us. It'll be good to see Yakison again, but on the opposite pine this time. Anyone agree or disagree with that?
I missed all that. Sorry, I was just looking at my computer trying to find some stats and that. But Jakobsen,
I said I don't think Adelaide will go in unchanged.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be unchanged either.
No, there won't be any changes for Adelaide.
And look, our forward line would have to be on game to beat their keeper too, because Izzo's been on fire.
Yeah, so with that, with both teams, besides Gemmo going unchanged, who do you guys think is Adelaide United standing in?
Riley McGree.
McGree's the real X factor they have.
Yeah, McGree, Stephen Mork.
Yeah.
Troisi.
Yeah.
Troisi's injured.
Yeah.
That's good news.
Yeah, he hasn't played.
Guys, very quickly, just letting you guys know that the last 3 games, Riley McGree, the last 4 games since the restart, he hasn't scored a single goal. So he's not on the best run of form. He also missed a penalty 2 weeks ago against Perth. Yeah, he missed a penalty, so he has very low confidence right now. So I don't expect him to score, to be honest.
City do have the misfortune sometimes of playing players into a bit of form, though, too. So let's just hope we don't manage to do that.
Especially goalkeepers.
Yeah. By saying that too, it's a must-win game for Adelaide.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're not going to come out and say, "Oh, we're playing Melbourne City. If we lose, big deal." This is their last game of the season, and they need to beat us. Because if you look at the ladder, all right,
They fall out.
Perth Glory's on 35 points. So Adelaide's on 35. Perth is on 37. And then you got little old Western United, all right, on 33,
33.
but 23 games.
Yeah.
So Adelaide needs to win. So it's not going to be a walk in the park for City.
No, it's not, and I agree on that. And you guys' opinion on who will be Melbourne City's player to watch?
Richard.
Yeah, Richard, or if Rustin gets in.
Yeah, I just think Richard's the key to us. I think he straightens us up back. He's proven that the 2 times I've seen him.
See, for me, I agree with what you're saying, Tim, and Chris. But I think the player for us to watch out is J-Mac. Because at the end of the day, man, if anybody's going to win us the game off their boot, it's him. And he needs to be on song. He needs to be ready because Izzo's no easy beat keeper.
Yeah.
And J-Mac needs to score. What he does best is score. And he needs to score.
Well, with his current recent run of games, and even though it has been a break for a while, I reckon our player to watch is Craig Noon.
Yeah, he was brilliant last game.
He was brilliant last game. It's his type of weather that we're in at the moment. He's, as you said on my podcast on Tuesday night, he enjoys these conditions. And I reckon it's going to suit him 100%.
What about Adrian Luna?
He's just a workhorse, mate. He'll just run and run all day.
Yeah.
He's not. He'll create chances for us. He'll be a pest. But we're talking about game changers and the ones that are gonna that need to be on song. Even if Luna's not 100% on song, these guys like your J-Mac, your Noons, which are the scorers. Winderlick, I can't even pronounce his name.
That's called
Wimbickler.
Wimbickler.
They're the guys that are going to stop all the. They're the ones that need to be on song, especially those three. So.
Well, you got to look at Richard. Like when we did see a half of him earlier on the season before he got injured, he almost had someone that we love to hate nearly crying on the pitch. Like Barisha had no answers to him at all, and he did very similar in stopping Sydney's main avenue to goal as well last game.
Adam Lafondra.
Correct.
Back to the ad. Oh, sorry. You go. My bad. Go.
I was going to say he's becoming almost like a second skin on these poor strikers from the opposition.
He's quality. That's for sure. Well, back what I said about Adelaide. All right. Yeah. They got us. They got this. And it's back to the game because it's very important. This is a big game, probably one of the biggest ones come finals, all right? Yeah. If got their last game of the season against us, all right? Yeah. If they knock us off, all right, then you got to think of here, we're still fighting for, we need another win to secure second spot.
Which is Western United.
Yeah. So then you got Western United. They got Perth Glory, which Perth needs to keep on winning to stay in the competition.
And so far, they're not showing any chance of winning at all.
Then you've got Sydney FC, which has lost, I think, their last 2 games.
Yeah.
And they don't need that coming into finals. So this is Western United got Perth Glory, Sydney, and then they play us.
Yeah.
There's a good chance, all right, that Western United will lose the next 3 games or even win one. So this is a big game to the final 6.
Yes, it is. I agree with you there. And where do you think the goals are going to come from? Who's going to be? Where are our goals going to come from?
Probably Noon and McLaren.
McLaren. Anyone else got anyone?
Noon, McLaren, and Florin.
Yeah. And just for Josh, Lucky Wales.
Yeah.
I was gonna say probably J-Mac possibly could kick 2 or 3, and that might be all we score. If anyone else scores, I'd be going Noon with you guys. But I think it's more highly likely it'll only be McLaren scoring.
Jack?
I think one of the players we haven't spoken about from Adelaide is Ben Halloran. He always plays a blinder against us.
Yeah, he does.
So if you sort of put it into perspective, you've got probably Wimbickler will go on Riley McGree. Okay.
Yeah.
So Curtis Gould will need to go on Halloran. So
you got or they might swap them 2 around and make Wimbickler and O'Hara and good on
I've still got nightmares of the FFA Cup final.
Yes,
Okay,
that'll
and McGree and Halloran actually ran right that night.
Yeah.
They ran right. So, but
Yeah,
I'll
but-
talk about that when we do the stats scenario, because I've got a message for you, Blake, to pass on to J-Mac.
All right,
Okay.
too easy. And with, of course, Gemma coming out of the side to turn to his wife. Now, let me just say for viewers watching this, family does come first, so we
Always.
do understand.
Yeah.
Always.
Gemma has to leave us. So he will captain the side then.
Oh,
If Roston gets into the team, it's either him or J-Mac. One of the two.
I agree with
Has
that.
J-Mac captained us before,
Yes.
though?
Yes.
He has.
He has.
Yeah.
I will give it to Royston.
That's if Roston gets in, because
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I don't believe we're changing the back line besides Gemma for Galloway for Gemma.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
know,
so it
Roston,
sounds like J-Mac will get it then.
Nah.
yeah, probably J-Mac, and it'll be good J-Mac. Imagine J-Mac running on and securing second spot for us, kicking puck. It'll be good, yeah. That'll be
So
mad.
with that's the end of section 2. Tim, do you agree with that? J-Mac to captain the side this week?
I think it's considering he's been obviously regular. If Griffiths has been playing more regularly, he might have got the nod as well. But I think on the current circumstances, definitely J-Mac.
And Josh, do you agree?
Yeah.
It's easy. I just saw you down there. Okay, on to game predictions, guys.
Did your dad tell you what to say just then when he whispered in your ear?
No. I just passed on a message, but I absolutely love this kid. So
He's
so
a
make
good
sure he's
kid.
getting a smile on his face.
That's
So
we all love him.
we're now going to hand off
guys.
to Jackie Boy with our head-to-head stats for the game. So, Jackie Boy.
Well, viewers, I've got to tell you, I did quite a lot of homework actually in the last couple of days. And so the first thing I want to tell you guys is that we played Adelaide more than any other team in the A-League, okay? There seems to be a good relationship between the two clubs. So all in all, our head-to-head record, including every single game, friendlies, FFA Cups, we played them 46 times. We got 16 wins on the board. They've got 21 wins on the board. 9 losses, 64 goals scored, and 71 goals against. Okay, so already this fixture tells me that there will be goals. Okay, officially, so that's virtually, FFA Cup games and A-League. We've played them 32 times. The win-loss ratio there's a lot better. It's 11 wins to us and 13 to them. The goal difference is 45 to us and 50 to Adelaide. But if we just single it now, just for the A-League alone, we actually got the better record. So 29 games, 11 wins, 8 draws, and 10 losses. 44 goals we've scored against them, and 41 we've conceded. In saying that, if we look at the ladder right now, Adelaide have got the second worst defence in the competition.
Yeah.
Adelaide conceded 47 goals. We've conceded 34. Even their goal scored is it's a little bit slighter less than ours. They scored 42, and we have 44 to our name. One of our biggest thing against Adelaide is we've actually registered our biggest win again, of the A-League campaign, which was a 5-0 win back in 2018. Their biggest win actually came twice as a 4-1 defeat back in April 25, 2016, and then in 2018. So I know this fixture promises a lot of goals, and here's a message for Blakey to pass on to J-Mac.
Yes.
The leading goal scorer for Melbourne City against Adelaide is Bruno Funaroli.
Yes.
Okay, officially with 5 goals, unofficially with 6. Okay,
Yeah.
Jamie unofficially has got 5 goals. Okay, officially has 3. So get into his ear, right? This is the match where you overtakes Bruno Funaroli. Okay, pump
We'll
him
get
into
them.
that. Okay.
I will do that. So we won't go into your calculated predictions just yet. We are going to go on to the. If Costa can unmute, please. You were muted there, buddy. We're going to the anchors and the panel's prediction. I'm going to start with young Joshy. Joshy, your prediction for the game.
My predictions. I think it'll be a nice, easy 3-0 win. Because
2.
I've seen city to city, obviously. Because Adelaide, I've seen them play the last 2 weeks. They haven't looked good. They conceded 3 goals against Perth Glory last week, yeah, they played all right against Sydney, but to be honest, Sydney haven't played well. They're not playing the way a champions do really play. So I think it'll be a comfortable win.
Okay, Daniel.
3-0 as well, because I think we'll just go over them.
Chris.
2-0, and we're going to run over the top of Adelaide.
Tim.
I'm going to be a little bit different. I think traditionally we have a bit of an arm wrestle with Adelaide, or they stitch us up. So I sort of think we might get over the line 2-1.
Costa.
Look, I'm going for the win after last week's performance. Like last week, I don't think, and last week surprised me. We just turned up, and not because of the game fitness and that, because like Timmy says, it's always a good fight against them. I'm going to go City 2-1 as well.
Jackie boy.
In a brace.
Well-
we're going to go to that next one. But Jackie.
Well, guys, I thought I'd let you know that the most frequent scoreline between the two teams is actually 2-0. Okay. In this case here, with the scoreline 2-0, it's 5-4 to City. 2-1 is 3-6 to Adelaide. My prediction with this, and I'm going to use, unfortunately, the City factor. You guys know what the City factor is. We play one blinder of a game, and then we show up for the second game in the game we're supposed to win, and we go like, hey, is this the same team? Okay. I'm going to go down as City winning 2-1, with the winning goal coming probably in the 80th minute. And I'll tell you what, I want this kid to do it, right? And that's Nazarene. I want Rami to come on the field and just score a blinder to put us 2-1 in front.
We'll get up to the goal scoring next, but I'm going to say it's a 2-0 win to City. So I am going to ask for your goal scorers. So, Jack, you said Rami to score 1.
Yeah, I'll go with McLaren and Rami.
Yeah. Josh, with your 3 goals?
2 for McLaren and 1 for Noon.
Daniel, with your 3 goals?
1 to Florian, 2 to Jamie.
Chris, with your goal scorers?
1 to Jamie and 1 to Noon.
Tim?
I'm going to work on the theory they're going to probably triple team J-Mac, and I reckon Noon for 1 and Florin for the other.
Costa?
I'm going to go for J-Mac to kick a brace.
And I'm going to say Craig Noon to kick a brace, just for the feed. Now, we do have a very special guest with us today, Sack the dog. If he's around, has he picked his winner, Jack?
Yeah, he did, Blake. He picked his winner. So it was very painful, by the way. Very painful exercise. I think that's the first and last time that Zach's making an appearance on the show.
So now we're going to go to the video of Zachy. Who's going to win, Zachy?
As you can see there, Saki has picked Adelaide United. Unfortunately, Saki is now looking for a new home. We don't know why he's gone to Adelaide. He's a city puppy dog. He should be going there. But on to the calculated prediction now. We had a chat to it last week. Said if we picked another loss, we were going to bin it. So, Jackie, over to your calculator.
Well, there's a couple of things to play on this particular game, and I think all you gentlemen have actually picked it up straight away, and that is the importance of this game for both teams. There's also the Melbourne City factor, which I spoke about before, where we play a fantastic game one week, and then the second week we tend to forget how to play again. So I put some details on the calculator, frequent scores, goal averages, you name it, it's all in there. It stirred the pot, and the result is a 2-2 draw.
That's a little bit better than last week when it predicted us to lose 2-1 to Sydney.
To be honest, I'll be happy with a 2-2 draw because that still secures the second spot.
Yeah, it still does. So
A draw good for us.
the calculator survives for another week before we go into that. So, in summary of the panel's predictions, it is going to be a City win. We hope the boys do that. We just want to say again, thank you very much for tuning in to the Sons of City podcast. Please leave in the comments down below your predictions or what you think of the game. Please also like and subscribe and leave a note. Tell us how we're doing on this podcast. Tonight, I'd like to thank Daniel and Chris, Tim, Josh, Jack, and Costa for joining me on episode number 7 of Sons of City. I've been Blake Henderson. Bye for now.